Hey BookTube, here are some of my 2015 reading goals.
I got my ticket for the long way round.
Last year I made a video at the first of the year called my anti-resolutions. Because I'm a person that doesn't live by a calendar and I don't operate my life in a very structured, linear way, I just kind of threw resolutions out the window a long time ago. They just don't work for me. But goals do. A year and a half on BookTube has taught me that I really have some goals that I want to accomplish. And the thing about a list of goals is that once you put it out there, once you say it out loud, you're accountable. I think that's why I've shied away from it in the past, because it's easier to just kind of not be accountable, so then you don't have to feel all the guilt when you don't accomplish it. But I want to. I want to throw these goals out here and let you know what they are so that you can hold me accountable. I want to accomplish these things this year. So let me tell you what they are. Now, these are very common goals. I think everybody's got them on their list of things they want to do in 2015, but these are the things that I want to do. First off, I want to make 3 videos a week if I can. This is an ambitious goal for me. I already do a Friday Reads pretty consistently, and I've started doing Top 5 Wednesdays when I like the topic and I have some things to say about that. I'd like to do one more consistent video every week, and this is going to be a challenge for me. There are a couple of reasons why. First of all, I'm not always home, so I don't always have a place to do it that's well lit, that's quiet, that I can do it. Another problem has been the way I do my videos, and the way I do them involves a lot of editing. Let me explain to you why this is. Okay, I read a lot, but most of what I read is on audio. I listen to my books or I read them on my iPad. Okay, when you make a video and you have read a book, then you want to talk about it, you just take the book and you hold it up and you talk about it, and when you're finished, you put the book down. Well, for me, if I were to hold up my iPod, the visual reference there isn't enough to maintain the connection with what I'm talking about. And I want that visual reference. So it means that I have to find a graphic and put it in the frame and arrange it, resize it, get it to come in and out the way I want, get it to be where I want. It's just editing. It's not hard, but it takes time. I'm not one of those people that can just sit down in front of a camera and start talking. For me, it needs to be about more than that. And that's just my own expectation, so that's been a challenge. But it's been a learning curve, and I have to say that I have streamlined the process a lot over the course of the past year and a half when I've been on BookTube, so it's gotten a lot easier. Also, my expectations about how long it's going to take to edit a video have really gotten a lot more realistic. But I think that these are solvable problems, so I think that maybe 3 videos within the course of a week is probably a reasonable goal that I can achieve. And I want to incorporate into that list of things that I do some discussion videos. I think that the discussions that have been going on in BookTube have been really good and have this year especially changed the way that people read. I have been inspired by my good friend Vibke at One Book One Review, who is able to throw a topic or a question out there and just say, hey, what do you think? And have a big discussion about it. Now, I have shied away from that in the past because I am a person of very strong opinions and I'm also honest to a fault. And I've spent the larger part of my life trying to clean up the mess that I make when I do that. Well, you know, I think that there's something to be said for throwing a topic out there and challenging myself, especially, to be able to talk about it in a positive way that really not just changes other people's minds, but changes my mind as well. Also, I want that list of the types of videos that I do to include reviews. I want to review every single book that I read. When I went back to school 5 years ago, believe it or not, yes, I went back at 50 years old and I finished 2 degrees. And when I did that, I got a lot of very, very positive feedback from my professors and my instructors about the way that I write. And I've kind of put that off to the side. I've gotten very lazy about what I say about books on Goodreads. I don't take the time to really write. I don't want to be lazy about that anymore. So I want to write a review for every book that I read on Goodreads. Now that's going to spill over to BookTube because one of the reasons that I haven't wanted to do reviews is because I've never felt like I could get my thoughts down to a concise expression of what I think. Well, when you write, you're much more able to do that, and you get a much better handle on what you want to say. So I think that that's going to be much easier. And lastly, the goal that we all have, which is to reduce the TBR. To be fair, most of the books that I buy, I've already read. So it's not like I'm adding to the to-be-read list. But I have a huge, huge amount of unread books on my shelf, and I want to read them. Those are my goals. Not very many. I think most of them are achievable. So if you see some changes from me, that's why. I'm going to try and meet those goals. We'll see how I do. Hopefully I'll do really well. But if I don't, please remind me. Your positive feedback will make me better. So, it's all about me. I love that quote from the movie Beaches when Bette Midler says, "Oh, let's not talk about me anymore. Let's talk about you. What do you think of me?" I think that's hilarious. If you've made any goals for your channel on BookTube or your reading life in general, I would love to know what they are. Maybe you've got a goal and I think, I should be doing that too, so I'd love to hear that. You know how I love to talk in comments, so let's do that. And that's it for now, for me. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.
I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk. You're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.